Hey, what's up everybody? It's Isaac with the Butcher Shop. I'm gonna get started on this motor. It's a 400, board 30 over. I've got, let's see what I got here. I got a little bit of everything. I started buying all kinds of stuff for it, and you'll see it the further I get into it. But we're gonna put one of these Big Daddy Rattler cams in it. I'm just going to get the clearances done right now, and then we'll assemble it, and then hopefully get the transmission and electrical going, and then we'll get this thing on the road ASAP. All right, let's get on it. all of the main caps checked out between 1.5 and 2 thousandths. So take them back off and get to pre-assembly again. So right now I'm just putting the pistons in there without the rings on it. That way I can make sure that these are clearances are good on these. Like I said, this is my first time, so I messed up when I took it apart. I was stamping all this. Well, normally on the driver's side and the front of the motor to the back is 1357, and then on the other side is 2468. Well, I flipped them around. I got 2468 on the driver's side and 1357 on the passenger side. So, I mean, it's not a big deal. I just got to remember to do that when I'm putting this back together. Well, guys, that's I've got the pistons in, the crank, and the cam, and that took me longer than I thought it was going to take. So I'll probably do the rest throughout the week and then just throw it up as I'm doing it. But let's see. As for now, I'm going in. You guys have a good one.